You're following smart money structure to the letter, yet your trades keep failing. Why? Because you're overlooking the critical role of multiple timeframes. In this video, we'll uncover the missing piece that's sabotaging your trades and how to fix it. Today, I'm going to show you a concept that helped me in my trading when I was trading with the candlesticks on the chart. Couldn't understand why price was turning before it got 20 areas of supply and demand. We'll walk through first on the pound US dollar pair on a daily time frame. And I'm just going to look at this area of price and chart. Okay, this is a current area of price. Right now, this is our close at the end of Friday. So we're just going to concentrate on this last move down. Let's grab my pen. This move heads downside. We're going to concentrate on this area of price and see why and how this can help you. So let's identify our structures first. It's key to understanding your structure. Oh, and before we dive deeper, if you haven't yet, join my free Trade Smarter Club. You'll get weekly insights, early access to new tactics, and the chance for me to review your structure markups. The link's below. So we had a previous low here formed in the market. We see had a nice break to downside. This market has a break structure. We would have this as our current high in the market. So let's mark this out as a daily high. So daily high in the market. So we have our daily high. As price falls down, we start to see the pullback on this bullish candle there. This blue candle creates my valid low. So this is a valid daily low. So now we have our high and our low, and we have our last break of structure. What does this give me? This gives me my current trading range. Let's zoom into this area of price. In fact, let's go into a replay mode here. Okay, so we can see what's going on closer. Now, I know we can see in hindsight what actually happened, but this will help you to understand why this is happening. So normally we'll be looking for price to want to come back to our last area of supply. So this is my area of daily supply. I'd have marked out on the chart. So let's mark it out as daily supply. I've been looking for price to pull back to the area of supply to capture the entry to run for this daily low once again. Now, once we've got our structures marked up, this is where we're waiting for the entry, and often you're going to find price turns around before it gets to your supply and continues to fall. Then you start chasing the trade. Now, if you're chasing those trades, drop a comment below. Let me know that that is affecting you in your trading and you are trying to chase those trades. That's the worst thing you could do. I'm going to show you why price turns where it does and how to stop chasing those trades and start thinking with logic and following why they're moving the market like they do. So why does the market shift early? Why does it never get to your area of supply you've got marked? Even if we'd say we used the last bullish candle here in the market, let's say as well, do we get to the area? Let's go forward a candle by candle approach. Okay, so we're moving up and we drop off. We never get to our area, okay, of supply. Why is this? Well, as long as we pull back, let's mark off from this high to low, this range, as long as we're pulling back above our 50% into a premium area, which is going to be this area here is premium, and the area below is our discount. As long as we're pulling back above that 50%, as we do here, we spike in, then we can expect price at any point to want to continue for the low. We don't have to pull back to an area of supply. But how can we confirm this? Understanding the use of what I class a term of imbalance in the market. This is a leftover liquidity gap in the market. And that's created when we see these big red candles. But we mark this across. This creates that imbalance zone, the area of liquidity. And very often price will react off the center point of this zone. So we can see price comes back, we touch the center, and then we start to drop away. But at this point, you're starting to see prices making these big drops and we're heading down for this low. And that's where you're starting to chase that trade. You're taking losers or you're entering too late and taking small profits. That's not how you want to be taking your trades. How can you look to enter these trades when you see price shifting early? Well, when you start seeing price shifting early, a simple approach is to use multiple timeframes. Don't stick with the one time frame here. Look at your lower timeframes and see what's happening. Let's just place all of this onto the lower time frame. So we'll place this onto the 4 hour. We'll drop down to 4 hour time frame. And we'll start focusing That's what's happening. When price pulls back into this area, let's look at where price comes from. We come from this low. This is a valid break to downside. Okay, so what we're adding here is our smart money structures. We're understanding how we read our structures. From this point, we can mark out a high. So this will become a high using our smart money structure. So this is our current 4-hour high in the market. And we'll place this to the top. Once price comes down to this low, this is our valid low in the market. So this will become down here as well, where we see that daily low is our 4-hour low. Okay, so we now have our trading range. So this down here is our 4-hour low. That's our current trading range. Now price comes back and we see that shift through on that bullish candle. That indicates we're pulling back now towards that daily supply. So we can now mark off this is a valid break of structure on the 4-hour time frame. Now when we see this break of structure, we can look back. This actually becomes a valid low right here in the market. That's our valid low of a smart structure. Now our high becomes this high up here. Now price comes down and actually shifts structure, but we're not trading. We're not jumping in too soon. Why? Because there's a reason why we don't trade at this point. Understanding the use of where premium sits. We haven't even entered above that 50% area. We're not even inside premium. So we're not going to jump in yet. We're going to wait and see what happens. So yeah, price has shifted bearish here. And this is where it's going to be a trap for some of those traders. They're going to be breakout traders jumping in when they see this market dropping down. They're jumping in early. They're chasing that trade. And before you know it, the market pulls back. Okay, when we see this breakout, our new high is actually this high here. And we create a low marked here. But we come back, we run straight through the high. We have another break of structure again to the upside. So we have a new break of structure again, bullish. And all those traders have just jumped in, chasing that trade, expecting it to continue to fall at this point. Well, they've just had another losing trade. Are you getting caught out like this? Are you taking losing trades like this? So we have a new break structure to the upside. We look back from this point, this candle, this low becomes our new 4-hour low using our smart money structure technique. And if you're not sure about that, there's lots in this channel. Let's just zoom into price here. And this candle here closes down below this candle. So this becomes my new 4-hour high. So at this point, we have a new trading range, a bullish trading range. And we can see we have another break of structure. So we can mark this high here off, cross, and we have a new break of structure to the upside. So we have a new 4-hour break to the upside. On this candle, we look back. This becomes a new 4-hour low right here in the market. My high, okay, is going to be this high up here. Now, once we see this in process, you're watching this in live, you're now coming off the 50% of that imbalance zone that we marked on a daily time frame. You're still not doing nothing. You're waiting for confirmation here because price could still head up towards your area of supply. Once we see this shifting or this close down where we have a new break of structure bearish here in the market, let's mark this out as a 4-hour break of structure. We have a new high created. There's our last close up. This becomes a new high. Now we haven't created a new low at the moment, but we can look down. There's our daily low. So now we're expecting price. We've come above the 50%. We've hit off that 50% of that imbalance zone. We haven't got to the area of supply, but we're starting to see a shift in structure from a bullish to bearish bias. That means we can start looking for potential areas of new 4-hour supply. There's our 4-hour supply we can mark off. Let's mark that off as a 4-hour zone. So we can look for price to pull back this zone for a potential sell. Now again, let's just continue going forward. What we're looking for is the candle which creates a valid low. And that means waiting for a candle to close up above the previous candle's high. And you'll wait and you'll see this hopefully in a moment. We continue to be bearish here. Okay, we go candle by candle. We just move this out of the way. So we're waiting for a candle to close above. Let's go forward another candle. And this one closes above this previous candle's high. That gives me a valid low here I can mark out in the chart. So now we have a new trading range. Zoom in. So we're understanding we're going with a daily bias here, which is bearish. Real quick, if you want to fix your entries and start taking cleaner trades, I break it all down step by step in my £49 workshop. Links below if you want in. You've not got an entry out of your supply, and understanding the imbalance zone, you can see we've come off of 50%. We've now shifted structure bearish on a 4-hour time frame. We have a new area of 4-hour supply. Now we can mark off from this high to this low in the market. Where's your 50%? Right here. Does that mean we're going to see price pulling back this area of supply? No, because we could see the same thing happen again. What do we have above? We have an area of imbalance here. And we have another imbalance sitting here. Now, for price to come into the higher imbalance, we have to enter our supply zone. So could we have a reversal out of this imbalance like we've just seen on a daily? That's how you start to think like smart money. You're following where the liquidity sits in the market. This is your liquidity gap left over. This means there's orders left here to potentially push the market down. Now I'm going to speed this up a bit now, go forward a bit. Say we're going towards this area. So we're above our 50%. That means at any point we can start looking for the market to sell off. This is where you need to start understanding not to chase the market, not to jump in too early. And what you can potentially do now is drop down to a 30-minute time frame. So on a 30-minute time frame, we now have the understanding that we're in that 4-hour bearish range. We are now bearish across the daily and the 4-hour time. This is using the multiple time frames. This is where it's going to help you stop taking those bad entries. So let's now look at what happens. We have price here. Okay, we can start marking off our structures on a 30-minute. So let's have a 30-minute break to downside. We have a 30-minute break to downside. This becomes my new high. We break bullish. So we've gone bullish now on a 30-minute structure. So we can identify that start of that pullback phase towards our area of 4-hour supply. Now we have a continuation through. Let's mark off our low. This becomes our new low in the market. So this is now our 30-minute low. So let's mark it off as a 30-minute low. And we can mark off a new high once we see it close down, okay, on this bearish candle. That becomes a new 30-minute high. And if you're not sure about the use of this smart money structure, you're going to find lots of videos on it in the channel and more coming up next. So if we look at what's happening now, what do we have? We have price breaking structure once again. So let's continue going with that structure. We'll mark off this high. And this is where you're going to understand and learn the way we can use these imbalances. Once we see that break structure, this becomes your new low. And again, we'll have a new high here created. And potentially we're looking at a new breaker structure. I'm going to mark this off as a breaker structure because it looks like to me we're going to continue up from here. Let's go forward a candle. We're holding, okay, and we still haven't broken through fully. In fact, let's go fast forward a bit, and we do break through. Okay, so now where's price gone to? Well, this is our current high in the market. Let's wait for a new high to be formed. Okay, so we're looking for candles to close down below a previous candle's low. We haven't had that yet. Okay, so now we've had it on this candle. That forms this is a valid high. So our new trading range is now from this low to this high. We're bullish. We're still bullish. Okay, but the market's come into our 4-hour area of imbalance above our 50%. So if we mark off again this high to low on our 4-hour range, we're above our 50%, coming into an area of imbalance. Yeah, we want to see price come to supply, but if we follow smart money, we may not. We look back even further on this chart. Okay, we can understand this is our daily. Okay, from this high to low here on the daily, we went above that 50% to the 50% of that imbalance. We shifted out bearish on 4-hour structure. That means potentially we could see a continuation now to run for that daily low, where we're looking for the bias to change. So as we're now bearish on a 4-hour, we pull back to a 4-hour imbalance. On a 30-minute, we're currently bullish. Do you see how using multiple time frames is going to help you? Now, in fact, you can do this just with a 2 time frame approach. If we just follow the 30-minute quickly, you'll see how these imbalances are going to help you to figure out where prices potentially move early. And you're not going to be chasing those trades or missing those trades. So let's go forward with price. Let's see what happens. Let's go forward. Are we going to continue higher towards our supply, or will we go lower? So currently the market's moving quite sideways here. At this point, we can't do nothing because we're waiting for a sell with the 4-hour time frame. We're still bullish on a 30-minute. We're above a 50% inside that area of premium. So we need to see that shift in price. Let's continue forward. Okay, and straight away, we've seen a big drop to downside. So the market, what did it do? It came into our area here on the 4-hour imbalance. Now we've shifted out. Now, in fact, let me just go back and to show you a mistake that I've actually marked here. This is our actual new low. Okay, so that's our new low, and we see price now breaking through to downside. That's a strong move to downside there as well. And that's how you can start to read where price is potentially going to move early. Now, we can also look at these areas where we see price coming into these areas here. And we can start to read price early with the lower time frames. And that's where you can start to figure out how you can capture those trades with those time frames with your smaller entries. Now that's applying to time frames. So when you see price pulling back here against this area, and we drop to downside, we pull back here, we could go down to a lower time frame, like a 5-minute, and we can start to look for that shift out early on. Now that would be a counter trend trade against this bullish move here on a 30-minute. You can use this to your advantage, understanding how to capture those early trades. Let's carry on from where we can see price here. We've come off this area of imbalance. Again, that's that 4-hour imbalance. We've shifted structure, and now we have a new lower high formed here. We have a new break of structure we can mark off right here in the market to downside. So now we have a bearish bias on a 30-minute. Now, if you're adding a 30-minute area of supply, that's here. Let's make that our 30-minute supply. You're going to start seeing how we can use these imbalances looking for those trades out. So at the moment, we've just made a close up. So that becomes a new valid low in the market. There's our new trading range. If we're looking to use the 50% area again, there's our 50% area. That means this is our premium. And again, what do we have above premium? A new area of imbalance on a 30-minute. Let's just see if we do pull back towards this area. Okay, so price will do what it wants. Where have we pulled back into? Into our area of imbalance again. Now, let's see if we continue to run lower from here or we push back. Okay, so look what happened. Do you see the same sequence happening over and over again? We saw it as price pulled back here into the daily area. Okay, we pulled up into that imbalance, shifted out bearish on the 4-hour. Then we pulled back to the 4-hour imbalance, shifted out bearish on the 30-minute. Then we pulled back onto the 30-minute imbalance. Guess what? If we went down to a 5-minute, what do you think you're going to see? Hey traders, we'll get back to the video in a second. But if you're tired of second guessing trades and struggling for consistency, listen up. Danny was just like you, stuck in a losing cycle, down nearly $300,000. Then he joined the 90-day profit trading system. Now he trades with confidence and has already made back a quarter of those losses. This system gives you everything you need to trade profitably. Step-by-step strategy, personal support, and lifetime community access. Spots are limited, and we only take a handful of traders each time enrollment opens. If you're serious about finally seeing results, click the link in the description now before it's too late. Now back to the video. This is how using multiple time frames, and even more so 2 time frames, to help with your entries. And that's exactly what you can learn in this next video, applying 2 time frames when it comes to your entries.